So as we pretty much all know now, Leon Draisaitl had a high ankle sprain for pretty much all of last year's playoffs against the Kings, the Flames, and the Avalanche. And I remember vividly going into that Flames series thinking, oof, okay, Draisaitl's got that high ankle sprain injury. We didn't know exactly what it was at the time, but we knew it was something ankle related that was going to affect how he moved and how he skated. And I thought, okay, so he's going to be less of a threat than usual because of that. Well, I was more wrong than the three blind mice, because he literally put up one of the great playoff performances ever with 32 points in 16 games, only overshadowed by his buddy Connor McDavid, who got one more than him. And honestly, going into these playoffs, me, along with probably a bunch of other people, were thinking, alright, McDry is going to absolutely eat this playoffs for breakfast, considering what they did last year, and the fact that Leon hit a new career high in points this year with 128 and Connor hit 153 points. Oh my goodness, this feels like video game numbers I'm spewing to you right now. I can't believe those are real numbers, statistic that just came out of my mouth. And of course, if that's what you're thinking, if you put money on it or something, you were right, because it's never a bad idea to bet on these two guys. But Draisaitl in particular, I mean, I know we've had conversations at length this season about how he's constantly in McDavid's shadow, and he doesn't get the spotlight that he deserves because he plays on the same team as 97. But hey, all playoffs, man. This is the guy who's put the team on his back. And again, we know that there's probably a McDavid injury factoring into this, but let's not take away credit from number 29, who, by the way, the reason I'm making this video is because he just potted his second of the night in Game 2 against Vegas to put the Oilers up 4-0, and he scored 13 playoff goals in, 8 games now? I can't believe this right now. So not only is 29 6 goals away from the record, and by the way, check the time, we're not even halfway through round 2, but get this one's gonna get ya. 13 playoff goals for Draisaitl. That's as many as Nathan MacKinnon had all of last playoffs. And maybe if you're a casual fan, you're thinking, oh, well, maybe that's because Colorado, they probably didn't make it far in the playoffs last year, right? Right? And you guys know that I've been making the Crosby is McDavid, Draisaitl is Malkin comparison all season here. Hey, I'm sorry, Pittsburgh fans. Draisaitl is better than Evgeny Malkin was in his prime. I'm saying it right now. I seriously believe that Draisaitl is easily the second best player in the world right now. And just because both of these guys are on the same team doesn't mean they can't be the first and second best players in the world. That's not a requirement that the two best players in the world have to be on different teams. Trust me, I love Nathan MacKinnon, Austin Matthews as much as anyone, alright? But these two, they're in a league of their own. And honestly, I tweeted this as a joke, but in all seriousness, I mean, I'd be interested if you put a heart rate monitor on Brossoit just to see when Draisaitl has the puck and is coming towards him, what the heart rate monitor does, like how much it goes up, because it's got to be going way up with how lethal Draisaitl has been on the power play and just in the playoffs as a whole here. Come on. This is just unprecedented stuff here, and those of us who didn't get to watch, like, the playoffs in the 80s, this is as close to that as we'll get. Just video game numbers that I can't believe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.